Hello and welcome. This is the Body Bar and I'm Tristan. Today we're going to be doing a mat Pilates class using a mini Pilates ball. Now if you don't have a mini Pilates ball, you could always use a small cushion in its place. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start today standing at the end of our mats. Bring your arms down next to your sides. Bring your feet to about hip distance apart. Just shut down the eyes here. We're just going to start getting into our breath. So we're going to start inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth, through pursed lips. Almost like you're blowing out a candle. Nice full breath in, breathing into the sides and the back of the rib cage, and a full breath out. Feel the full footprint of your foot on the mat below you. Feel a sense of grounding. One more breath in, and one more breath out. Good. This time we're going to inhale in, drawing up really tall through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, start to drop your chin down towards your chest and slowly roll through each vertebra, peeling down towards the mat. Keep a little bend in the knees at the bottom. Hold for the inhale. And exhale, slowly start to curl the spine all the way back up, uncurling the head and shoulders. And again, inhale. Exhale, drop the chin down towards the chest. Slowly roll the spine down. Even weight over the feet. Hold for the inhale at the bottom. And exhale, start to restack the spine, curling all the way up and curling the head and shoulders. And inhale. Exhale, we slowly start to take it down. This time when you get to the bottom, you're going to take 4 little walks out with the hands coming into a plank position. Drop your bum down nice and low so you're in a nice high plank here. Good. Inhale, we lift the hips up coming into a downward dog. Exhale to bring it forward. Inhale, lift the hips towards the ceiling. And exhale, come back into that plank. Lifting up, press away from the mat. Spread your fingertips out nice and wide. Take up space on the mat. Warming up into the core here. Lift to the ceiling. And come back into that plank. Last 3. Lift and into the plank. 2 more. Taking it up and bringing it back down. Last one. Lift and bring it back to that plank. Slowly lower your knees down. Come into a 4-point kneeling position. And curl your toes here. Make sure your hands are right underneath of your shoulders. Knees are underneath of the hips. We're going to start with the left hand and the right leg, reaching them out nice and long so the arm comes out in line with the shoulder, leg in line with the hips. Take it down, switch sides. Right arm, left leg. Take it down. Make sure here you're drawing your tummy muscles up towards the spine so that your back is in one long flat line like a table. So you don't want to be overarching into that lower portion of the back. So we're reaching fingertips away from the toes, alternating opposite hand, opposite leg. Reach and down. Good. Last 4 like this. And down. It's going out just in line with the shoulder, just in line with the hip. 2 more. Reach and down. Last one. Reach and place it down. Right hand lifts up, left leg lifts up. Round under now, so the elbow comes towards the knee and reach it out. Round it under, flexing the spine and reach. Exhale to take it down. Inhale to reach it long. Exhale, we take it down. Inhale, we come back into that position. So we're finding our balance here. Find something stable to look at just on the mat in front of you. And reach. Last 2. In and reach. Last one, bring it in and reach and hold it here. Hold. Reach fingertips away from the toes. Then open the arm out, open the leg out. Good, bring it back to the center. Reach and open and bring it back to the center. Try and keep that arm in line with the shoulder and the leg lifted as high as possible so it's in line with that hip. Open and in. Good. 2 more. And in, really having to balance here. Last one. And bring it in, place everything down. Good. Spread your fingertips out wide, really wide here. We're going to take now the left arm reaches out, right leg reaches out, round under so the elbow comes to the knee, and reach. In and out. Exhale and inhale to reach. Reaching those fingertips away from the toes, really long, and reach. Good. Round and reach. Making sure that your neck is staying in line with the upper back here, so you don't want to be dropping your head down. Last 3, reach. And for 2, reach. Last 1, reach and hold. Hold it there. Open it out. Good. Back to the center. Trying to keep everything nice and stable in the center so you're not leaning over to one side. Keep the arm in line with the shoulder. Keep the leg in line with the hip as much as possible. 3 more. And center. Last 2. Good. Last 1. And center. Place hand and leg down. Send your hips back. Open the knees out. Feet together. Come down into a little shell stretch here. Good. Just breathing out. Inhaling into the sides and the back of the rib cage. And exhale. Breathing out through the mouth. Nice full 3D breath pattern. Breathing into the sides and the back of the rib cage. Good, and exhale, let it go. 1 more full breath in. And as you exhale, slowly start to restack the spine, sitting up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back. Good, feeling warm, hopefully. We're going to come down now, we're going to grab our ball. We're going to come to lay all the way down on our back. We're going to grab our ball, and we're going to extend the right leg up towards the ceiling, placing the ball behind that right leg. Squeeze onto it here, so it's between the calf and the thigh. Left leg is going to be bent on the mat. We're going to take our hands and circle them around behind our head. So we are now supporting our neck. So we're lifting up with the head and shoulders so we can gaze down towards the feet, staying in this nice flexed position. We're going to take that left leg and we're going to lift it up towards the ceiling. So the knees are in line. Then we're going to lower both legs down together and lift them back up. So what we want to focus on here is keeping our lower back imprinted into the mat. So that gentle press into the mat, not allowing the lower back to come off. We want to keep our legs moving together. Good. I'm shaking already. Hope you are too. Good. We're taking it down and up. Down and up. Last 3. Down and lift. 2 more. Down and lift. Last 1. Down and lift and hold it there. Drop that left leg down now a little bit lower so it's on the diagonal. Flexing through the right foot. We're going to start pulsing onto that ball. So we're keeping that other leg isometrically just holding out there. And the right leg is pulsing down, pulsing the glutes, the heel towards the glutes. Press. Good. Stay nice and lifted with that upper body. Make sure your lower back is still pressed onto the mat here. And pulse it in. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Squeeze onto the ball. You're either going to keep this leg where it is, otherwise the modification is just to lower it down and place the foot onto the mat. Alternatively, you can reach it up towards the ceiling. So you have 1 modification, a little bit more of a challenge, or place it all the way down. Up to you. We're going to be squeezing onto the ball here. So find that position you want that leg in, squeeze onto the ball, and we're going to drop that leg out. Bring it back to the center. Out and center. So here we're thinking of our hip bones staying facing up towards the ceiling, keeping everything nice and engaged. Pelvis is still, just that hip is moving out and center. Remember your modifications, either that leg is down, same move, or it's reaching up towards the ceiling. Same move. So we're squeezing onto the ball here. Good. If that foot is down, you just want to make sure you aren't rolling onto your side, so you're staying nice and stable through the pelvis. Good. Out and in. This time, as we bring that leg in, we're going to tap down to the ground. Lift and take it out. In, tap, lift, and out. Woo! In, tap, lift, and out. Good. In, tap, lift, and out. 2 more. In, tap, lift, and out. Last one. In, tap, lift, and out. Bring it back to the center. Bend everything in. Lower the head and shoulders down. Just give those legs a little hug in towards you. Well done. Place the left leg down. Place the hands down on the mat. Bring the hands next to your hips and make sure your palms are facing down towards the mat. Bring that left leg a little bit closer in towards your glutes and flex through the right foot, squeezing onto that ball. So we're going to go for a shoulder bridge just on one leg. So we're going to take an inhale and exhale, lift the hips up to the ceiling. Place it down. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. We're staying squeezing onto that ball. We're really engaging through the glutes and the hamstrings to lift the hips up. Good. We're making sure the hips are on the same level. So as you're lifting, you're really engaging through the glutes and the hamstring. When you're lifting to the top, you're keeping your abdominal muscles engaged so that you aren't popping the hips all the way up and overextending into that lower part of the back. So you're coming into a nice bridge position. Lift and lower. Exhale and inhale. Last 3 like this. And down. 2 more. Good. This next one we're going to hold it there. Flex the foot, pulse onto that ball. Keep the hips lifted, keep them really high, pulse onto it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place everything back down. Take that ball out. Give your legs a hug in towards you. Just rock your spine from side to side here. Release the tension through the back, through the legs. Good. Then place those legs down. Reach the left leg up towards the ceiling. So now you know what's coming. Take the ball and place it behind that leg. Good. And then we're just going to interlace our hands behind our head here. Coming to lift it a little bit with that flexion of the upper back. Flex the foot and reach the right leg now towards the ceiling. Try and keep the knees in the same line so we lower those legs down and lift them up. If your hamstrings are feeling tight, you need to have a little bend in that knee. That's totally okay. Lower and lift. Just making sure that you're only taking that leg as low down as you can keep your spine imprinted into the mat. Keeping that position where your lower back is staying on the mat. Down and up. Good. Down and up. Make sure you aren't pulling on your neck here. And lift. Last 3. Exhale. And for 2. Lift. Last 1. Lift it up and drop that right leg down. Flex the foot of the left and pulse onto that ball. So you have that leg on the diagonal. We're pulsing onto the ball. Remembering the modifications, you're either going to have your leg lifted to the ceiling, or you're going to have it on the diagonal for a little bit more of a challenge, or you're going to place it down onto the mat. So if your hip flexors are a little bit weak here, or you have a bit of tension in them, it's going to be a lot nicer if it's down on the mat. Doesn't mean it's any easier, because we're going to squeeze onto that ball now and open it out, having to keep the pelvis nice and stable. So choose the position where you want that leg, and we're opening and closing. Exhale and inhale. Open and close. Keeping the tummy muscles really engaged here. Open and close. Good. Out and in. Out and in. Remember the modifications of where you have the leg. Open and closed. Making sure the pelvis is staying facing up towards the ceiling for 3. Good. 2. And this next one, as we bring it in, we tap the toes down, lift, open, and close. Down, lift, open, and closed. Down, and lift, open, and close. 3 more. Down, and lift, open, and close. Last 2. Down, and lift, open, and close. Last 1. Down, and lift, open and close. Bring it all the way down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Good. Then we're going to place that right foot down, bring the hands next to the side, palms face down towards the mat. Squeeze onto the ball here behind the left leg. We're going to bring our foot a little bit closer in towards the sitting bones. We're going to take an inhale and exhale to lift the hips up. Take it down. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Flex through that left foot, squeeze onto the ball. Exhale, lift, inhale to lower. The weight is going to rest onto your shoulder blades. So try not to let the weight go onto your neck at all. We're just lifting towards the shoulder blades and lowering. Lift and lower. Last 3 and down. 2 more. Good. Last 1. We hold it there. Flex the foot. Pulse that ball in. Nice full squeezes in. Pulse. Keep the hips nice and high. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it all the way down. Take the ball out. Place it by the side next to you. Hug your knees in. Give your spine a little rock from side to side. Well done. Take your hands, bring them behind the backs of the knees, and just take 1 or 2 rocks to lift yourself all the way up to seated. Send the legs out nice and wide as your mat. I'm going to turn to face towards you. So the legs are as wide as the mat. You're going to have a little bend into the knees here. So your heels are on the ground. We're going to lift the ball all the way up overhead for a saw move. So we're going to take an inhale to twist towards the right. Exhale, we take it down. Lift and back to the center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. We twist, flex down, lift back up, come back to center. Twist and flex, lift and center. Last 2, twist and flex, lift and center. Last 1, twist, flex down, lift it up, come back to the center, place the ball down. Well done. Come to laying on your stomach. So we're going to take ourselves all the way down. Bring your feet to parallel so that they're about hip distance apart. And your hands are going to come into a little W position next to your side so that your wrists are in line with your shoulders. Your nose is just going to be hovering above the mat here. We're going to take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to imagine you have a little marble under your nose, and you're going to roll the little marble away to lift your head and shoulders, keeping the elbows on the mat. Then we lower back down. We're exhaling to lift, extending the upper back. Inhale to lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. We're thinking of keeping our gaze just down towards the mat, so we aren't overextending our neck. We're applying just slight pressure through the forearms, but we're thinking of this being an upper back extension. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Last 2. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Last 1, we're going to lift and lower back down. This time when we lift, we're going to lift the arms off of the mat as well. So we're going to exhale, keep the arms bent, lift them off, and lower everything back down. Gaze is staying down towards the mat. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Last 2. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Last 1, we're going to lift and hold. Take the arms and reach them back towards the thighs. Come back to the center. Reach it behind you. And center. So we're leading with the pinky towards the thighs. And center. Reach. And center. Gaze is staying down towards the mat. Keeping your feet onto the mat as much as possible. Good. Keeping the arms high in line with the shoulders. In and back. Last 2. And back. Last 1. Take it back. Come back to the center. Place everything down. Bring your hands next to your shoulders and press yourself up, coming into a shoulder stretch. Bring the feet together, knees apart. Lower yourself down. Place your forehead on the mat if that's available to you. Keep engaged through your tummy muscles so that you can really flex out the lower part of the back. Breathe here into the sides and the back of the rib cage. And then slowly walk your hands off to the left side, placing the right hand on top of the left. So you're isolating that stretch to the side and the bottom quarter of the back. Nice full breath in. And exhale, walk the hands back to the center. Take it over to the other side, so it's coming over to the right. Placing the left hand on top of the right. Feel that stretch into the side and the back of the back. Nice full breath in. And exhale, come back to the center. Lift yourself up to a 4-point kneeling position. Make sure your hands are right underneath of your shoulders and your knees are underneath of your hips. We're going to take an inhale, extending the spine, and exhale, round under, gazing towards the navel. Inhale to look forward and extend. Exhale to round all the way under. 2 more. Inhale, we look forward, extending. Exhale, we round. Last time. Gazing forward, dropping the belly. And round all the way up. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under and lift up into a downward dog position. Pressing through the feet, you can alternate lifting one heel and then the other. So we're getting that nice stretch into the back of the body. And then find some stillness, lowering both heels down towards the mat. Hold here for the inhale. And keep a soft little bend in the knees. And exhale slowly. Start to walk the hands back towards the feet. Curling your spine all the way up. Restacking the vertebrae. Roll the shoulders back. Hold for 1 inhale in. Exhale, drop the chin down towards the chest and slowly start to roll down, peeling each vertebra down. Inhale at the bottom and exhale, keep even weight over the feet. Start to roll the spine all the way back up, uncurling the head and shoulders, lifting the arms up overhead. Bring the hands through heart center. Well done, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. See you again soon.